Hi, my name is Asif Kamal. Oops. And my app prototype name is Vox. My persona is Ali, and I chose her. I chose to make her this way because I wanted her to fit most of my most of the people that I interviewed. Um, so that I was working on an app that was based for someone real and not just imaginary. I made her a biotechnologist because they have a lot of technical terms and she would need a vocab app for that. And I made it so her parents are from Russia. So when she goes from to visit, and she's not fluent, she needs to learn new words. Um, so she can use the app for that. Um, Motivation and goals. Focusing on I want the test I want it to be where you select the subject so you can just focus on that subject while you're studying. So that's one of the goals. Daily practice. My one friend went to Guatemala and he had daily practice because he lived with a Spanish family and went to school for Spanish at the same time. So daily practice really is important if you want to learn something. Um, and easy to navigate free of clutter. I learned that through my interviews and my own experience that the more clutter there is, the less interested I am in the app. And achievements and displayed on social media. Um, being Having people cheer you on and it boosts your confidence and it makes you want to learn more if you have achievements displayed on social media. Also fun to use. If it's not fun, it's not interesting, no one's going to use it. Mini tasks that can be accomplished while on the go. Mini little definition uh, games or something like that. Can be nice. So for when you're on the go, um, let's say you're on the subway, you want a quick game. A mini task would be helpful there for you to learn the words. Communication with other learners. If you had someone else to talk to while you were both learning something, it helps a lot to learn to learn the new words. I learned this in college when I would collaborate with other students on the same project. And free, you want it to be free because you want users to test it out before they want to buy it. And bots, you can have, if you can have a conversation with someone, you can put the words in context, so you can it'll stick in your memory better. Functions fast. If it's quick and easy, it'll be more pleasant to use the app. Offline access in case you're underground or don't have service and you still want to learn. New info given in small bits, so easier to recall. Um, I learned and from my interviews that if you have little bits of information, it's easier to remember than just reading a long-winded explanation. The problem that I'm trying to solve is that Ali needs a new vocabulary app that's easy and enjoyable and that she can use in her brief periods of free time. Um, I'm solving this problem because um, many people have problem uh, with learning something new or studying because they're multitasking and they would like some way to be able to learn something new if that isn't that time consuming. Um, Problem statement. Ali needs a way to come. She needs to communicate with her peers and her extended family. She also needs to study words for the GRE exam. Um, um, Problem statement. She needs a way to communicate with her peers at work. And her exam. This is an impetus for her to find an app that works for her on all three levels, with her peers at work, with her family in Russia, on the GRE exam. She needs to find something that really hits all those marks. And that's what I'm trying to build. Um, Challenges do your persona face when you're working with Charles? Ali is unable to communicate with her relatives in Russia, and that makes her feel disconnected from the rest of them. And she also has a hard time remembering words that appear in the GRE because she's a visual learner and likes information to be packaged in little tidbits for easy memorization. Um, uh, she she grew up in America, so she wants to be. She isn't really fluent in Russian, so from my own experience, when I went to Bangladesh, where my parents are from, I felt disconnect with with my with my extended family because I couldn't clearly explain to them what I wanted to say, and that's what I want to solve with this app. Although of course it's not going to solve everything. Also, Ellie has a hard time remembering words because she's a visual learner. And I also agree with her, and many other people who have interviewed and talked to agree if there's pictures, the information that you're learning is more easily remembered. And if it's packaged in small pieces, then it's easy to digest. Um, okay, so for my wireframing, I put create, learn, and play at the bottom because those are the most important aspects of the app that I felt. Um, because to create, if you hit create, you can create a word and a list, and then if you hit learn, you can learn that word and and the definition without playing a game. So it just appears the word and definition, and that's it, and nothing else. And that's for people who are in a rush. And also, I put play because sometimes you have time to play a game or two, and you want to level up on your achievements, and that's why I put the pie chart in there to help you get motivated to fill it up with and be successful. Um, and on the third image, I I wanted to um, make it so that you can import different subjects. Then you don't have to import every single word that you need to learn, and it's just like importing GRE words. Then you just have them in there for you to learn and play through and grow and memorize. But you can also create your own list and definitions if you wanted to. I decided to test how the user logged in or signed up because I wanted to make it recognizable and easy as possible because you just want to get through this phase and right to the app, and that's why I wanted to make it easy and simple and uh, recognizable from all the apps and websites you had to log into. I want to make it similar to that. And I decided how easily a user can reach the gaming screen because too many turns and screen, blah, 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 blah. Too many screens and um, too many explanations kind of detract from your attention and make you not want to play the app or use the app. So I just made it plain and simple. You hit play and then you pick a subject and you start the game. I decided to test adding a word because I wasn't sure if people knew how to add word. To me, it seemed simple, but I wanted to know what others thought. And it turned out that it was difficult for some users to find out where the word was, where you could where the screen was where you could create the word and the list and the definition. So I wanted to find that out, and it did turn out to be true that some people had difficulty with that. The first three screens um, of the tutorial didn't explain create, learn, or play, and it was just it didn't really have anything to do with the app. To the three first screens that you came went through, so that's why I had to change it so it explained more what the app does. Um, Second screen shot. One of my testers, Ryan, thought the Vox logo was a button that took you to the back dashboard. The username box was not obvious enough, so I changed it to have Vox to be the user dashboard instead of just the username up on the top right because it wasn't obvious enough for some of my testers. Um, my tutor recommended that I add a back button, and it was true. When I went through the app myself, I couldn't, and others who I tested it out on, they couldn't get back to where they wanted to be, and it was a mess. So I added back buttons, and it helped out a lot. Okay. So I added a back button and I creating a list screen more clear. It just says create a list and tap. Um, Before it was a you had to go through a lot of screens to get to here. I will improve on making the app flow better, making navigation easier. And the games, I want to make the games themselves and sort of follow what Duolingo has done, where well, I'll make it where so you can listen to the audio and click on the word, or look at a picture and click on the word, or put the word in a sentence, or make a sentence out of the words that are given. Um, Also, I would like to make the user dashboard more clear and more user centered. I want to put achievements there and people who you're connecting with and all that stuff. I learned to listen to my target audience better, and I enjoy creating something that they would use. I also learned to take it one step at a time. I didn't like how I had to redraw the prototype wireframes. It was hard work because I had to go through all of them back and then redo them, reconnect them, all that stuff. There was a lot of new concepts to hold in my mind. It was difficult to cover all the requirements while I was designing the app. I wish I could test it out with someone live more often than not because I want to see the reactions. But anyways, thank you for listening.